I'm tapping in. I'm tapping in. I'm tapping in. I'm tapping in. Thank y'all for tapping in the Yocuzpodcast, man. Listen, I got the Philly in the building. The team is in the building. Can y'all believe it? I got them on the podcast, man. All at one time. All at one time, man. All at one time, man. Listen, y'all. Thank y'all for coming on the show, man. How y'all doing today, man?
I'm
Great.
amazing.
Great.
Happy Friday.
Happy
Right.
Friday. How about
Happy long weekend Friday.
Hey, what?
that?
That part.
What? That way, man. That way, man. Listen, thank y'all for coming on the show, man. The first thing I want to do, man, is let my YouTube family know that I got new people on the show. You feel
Hey,
me?
Man.
Y'all done tune in, man. We got a long weekend in front of us, man. You hear me? So listen, I got new subscribers. Let my new subscribers know who in the building. Anybody can go first. It don't make a difference. We lit.
Ladies first. Ladies first.
Absolutely.
it's your girl. I got a couple names. It's your girl, Taya the curator, Author T. In the building. Happy to be here again. Shout out
You
to
already know.
Podcast. And also representing Podcast Link Philly.
Always lit.
And main character Energy Pod under the Know It All Network. I got a lot of jobs. Sorry.
Yes, you do.
Oh man.
Go ahead, Keith. I'll go last.
It's Mr. Know It All, Mr. Know It All Podcast, Know It All Network. Yeah, it's kind of what I do. You know what I mean? I'm a podcaster. I'm your favorite podcaster's favorite podcaster, even if you didn't know that he podcasted, as well as podcasting and multimedia's lovable smart ass and all of that too. So happy to be here, good brother. So happy.
Man, welcome to the show.
Yes, sir.
It's on you.
Oh yeah.
Yo.
My fault. Before you go, my bad. Representing Podcast Link Philly, main character Energy, and shout out to Life Be Lifing. But I'm gonna let my man go. Yeah,
Shout out to Life Be
You know what I'm saying?
That part.
Thank you for having me once again. Glad to be here with my folks. Part of Podcast Link Philly first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? But yo, what it do?
What it do?
On behalf of the lifers, I am your favorite fat freckle man, your favorite coach's favorite coach, the big dog himself. Who? Coach Nah from Life Be Life, man. Glad to be in the place with your cuz and the family.
You already know, man. Welcome to the show, y'all. Y'all already know, man. Thank y'all for coming to the show. But listen, YouTube family, make sure you like, subscribe, and drop a comment out of this episode, because we definitely lit the night, y'all. Listen, I got a couple of questions for y'all. You feel me? It ain't just a question for you. It ain't a question for you. It's a question for y'all, man. You feel what I'm saying? Because y'all as a team, man. So y'all ready for the questions?
Yes, sir.
Sure.
That's right.
Man, we lit. What made y'all start a podcast together?
What made us start Podcast Link Philly?
A podcast together. What made y'all start it?
Oh, no. You know, because we got a couple different podcasts. That's why.
Yeah. So,
what made us start Podcast Link Philly?
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to do
Okay.
it.
What made us start Podcast Link Philly was, you know, in Philly, there is this stigma that Philly does not support Philly. You know what I mean? Of course,
Yes,
years ago it was in the rap field or even with certain businesses, but now that, you know, podcasts are top tier media, you know what I'm saying? Now there's a lot of podcasts in Philly, right? So we decided that we would take individuals from different podcasts and put them together and destroy that myth, basically. And I think we've done a good job of doing that. I think we've inspired other people to do it. You know, we've linked with a lot of Philly podcasts, a lot of Philly businesses, and you know what I mean? That kind of thing. So the vision is growing. The vision is continuing to grow, and now it's grew all the way to DC. Now I'm talking about.
Hey, let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Next.
I think this entire thing is, more along the lines of a conglomerate that kind of was just meant to be. We linked up. We actually met each other at an event that Wallow 267. Shout out to Wallow.
Okay. Shout out to Wallow.
Yeah, back in early 2024.
Mm-hmm.
That's 2 years now, so it was early 2024. We actually met each other. We met Ty and I were already working together during that time with the Mr. Know It All podcast and the Know It All network stuff, and then we bumped into some like-minded people in hype, and just kind of, it kind of flourished and grew from there, man. We kind of just, stayed on the line, stayed talking to each other, did episodes of each other's podcast, and then all of a sudden, it was like idea start, let's start doing some live shows. So we kind of started moving with that, then bang, the rest is history.
Oh man, facts.
Yep.
Facts. It's on you, brother.
All right, from my side of the table, as they said, we all met each other outside, actually towards the end of the event, that PodCon, that Wallow 267, doing a shout out to him. So what happened was, I was there with my homie Hank. I knew he was going to be there. I knew a couple of other people was going to be there. And if you know Hank is about having his own outfit on.
Yes, he is. Shout out to Hank.
So what happened was, of course, bro had the custom hustles on. I think it was the 2s or the 3s at the time. You know what I'm saying? In red and black. And, they had taken notice of him. They stopped him like, I ain't never seen nobody with their own kicks on before. And that ignited a conversation between them. And then Hank was like, hey, bro, pull up.
Back.
So, we all, talked, kind of, got familiar with each other a little bit, and was like, a lot of times people say, oh, we going to work together. We going to do business together, and never do. Nah, they between the three of them definitely linked up. So what I did there, had that conversation, and then Hank hit me up one day and was like, hey, I was talking with the folks that we met at PodCon and kind of, recruiting a team to go ahead and build this thing, you know what I'm saying? Try and get you on the draft pick. And I'm like, hey, say less. So that's how it came from my end of it.
That was the move. Yeah. That was the move.
It was definitely a move. And that whole story is like kind of unheard of in Philly, right? Me going over to him because I like his sneakers, that's considered being Joe. I didn't care. I just thought it was decent. You know what I mean? Seeing somebody else, that was new. You know what I mean? And then that's how the conversation, started from there. And then I went on Hype Show. And then after Hype Show, I told him how I always wanted to do a live show, but I had never done a live show. Like, I've been in radio podcasting since 2009, but I had never actually put on a live show. And he was like, well, I've done live shows, me and my man Nah that I was with, whatever. And I'm like, bet. And then I'm like, well, I'm going to bring my partner in, which is, Mr. Know It All. And then he brought in Dana. I brought in Star and Tone. And Hank brought in, Britt and Sonny. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's how it started.
It was lit then. It was lit. That job was like the Transformers. You hear me?
That's like the Avengers, man.
You're right. No, for real. For real. That right there, Joe, was good information, man, because y'all build a team, man, that's unstoppable. Right. You know what I'm saying? Y'all definitely build a team, man, that's unstoppable. Yeah. All right, y'all, let's move on to question 2.
2 years.
How many? How many?
2.
2? Oh, yeah. That's what's up.
You've seen us do. Our first show was in August, so it's not even a full 2. It was in August 2024. Then we did one in October 2024. Then we did the one, you were at, which is May. And then we did one in November. So that was the 4th show. So that's what we done in less than 2 years. We met 2 years ago.
For real.
But we didn't do the first show until August.
Exactly.
For real. That was the game plan. Y'all see, None of y'all ain't even know that was the whole game plan. Y'all ain't do that. God did that. You hear me?
And I wasn't even gonna go at first. Mr. Know-It-All made me go. I wasn't gonna go because remember, I told you before, I was retired from podcasting. So I was trying to stay away from anything that had to do with podcasting unless it was
for real.
And he's like, no, you need to go and see how stuff works. I'm like, okay. Mm-hmm. And it's top 5 best decision I ever made in my life because none of this wouldn't happen.
Right.
There you go.
Big facts. Big facts.
Big time.
Big facts. Next question, y'all.
Okay.
What was the easy and hardest lesson y'all shared together as a podcast partners?
Woo.
The
easiest lesson is, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Let's start with the easy first. Then we'll get to the hard.
The easiest thing is everybody gets along. Everybody's along. Everybody likes each other. Everybody's built bonds together or duos or trio. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so many, everybody has their own relationship with each other. You know what I mean? That was the easiest part.
Right.
The hardest part sometimes is getting the support. You know what I mean? But I'm one of those people that for me is quality over quantity. Because if I put on a show with 700 people and they all leave there and didn't have a good time, I'm not going to feel good. But I put on a show with 40 people and everybody's like, yo, this was amazing. I can't wait for the next one. I'm cool. But at the same time, we know that our show is quality. You know what I mean? We know
it is.
Effort into the shows. Everybody is talented. You know what I mean? On this team, individually and collectively, right? So at the end of the day, we know where we live sometimes we don't get that support because we're not like super popular or, you know what I mean? A lot of times in Philly, it's like it can only be one. You know what I mean? And a lot of people move off of that. But then they'll replica what you're doing, but don't support it. So, we got time.
I mean, it go like that in DC too. So there ain't no different. You know what I'm saying? You just got to keep putting that work in. Keep mushing it in their face. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Just view it, like it, and share it. I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely cool with that. Mr. Know-It-All, it's on you.
So
the easiest is the guns. You got the guns and you got the butter. I think that, like, for real, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. When the guns is the creativity side of it. We all creative as hell. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is or whatnot. We can walk in the room with the best artillery that I've ever seen anybody in this stadium. I'm not really worried about that so much. The hardest part, that's the easy part because we click. Okay. You know what I mean? Whatever we can do, we can work it out, right? Yeah.
The hardest part though is the butter. Butter is logistically what goes on. The butter is getting everybody together. The butter is kind of putting content to get it out there. The butter is the time that it takes to put together shows, the funding, things of that sort. So and this is it's a thing, man. Everybody kind of scratches and moves from the bottom. We all at the bottom. We probably at different points in the bottom, or we probably look at it as different. It's still we're still at this level. But but the butter is the butter, man. We gotta, and so that's why support is so important. You know what I mean? Whether it's telling 5 people about it, don't you know that you can scream from the mountaintop and tell 1 million people, but and have 0 supporters, but you can tell 5 people in the air they support you, and it's worth more than telling 1 million people. So I mean, it is butter.
Let's get it. Absolutely.
I love that. Good one.
Well said, bro. Like they said, the easiest part is us actually making the content. Like when we get together to make whatever content we do. The collaborations is easy. Whether we've plotted the questions out or we just said, yo, here is the basis for why we get together, and we get together, let's make the content. It flows effortlessly. Everybody is talented, everybody is skilled, and of course, like Tiger said, we've all made our own individual bonds and connections with each other to where
Mm-hmm.
it feeds directly into the content.
Right.
The hardest part is I'll say, just to give a different answer, making sure that we stay consistent. The consistency in terms of being seen, because like they said, we have to be heard, we have to be seen, no matter how
Mm-hmm.
good it is. What they say, if a tree falls in this forest and nobody's there to hear it, doesn't make a sound. So
man.
we have to consistently chop the trees. What
Yeah.
I'm saying? We got to make sure that we consistently chopping trees.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's where things can get a little bit difficult, because everybody got peaks and valleys. Last month everybody had something going on in December: illnesses, loss of family,
Nah, for real, huh?
accidents, depression, bad day, work, all
Man.
types of stuff going on that could have kept us from just being able to get together all in one place.
Yeah.
So that's it. It's just making sure we consistent with the content and making sure that we can all be like literally available, because the will is there. It's just about physically being capable,
to
stay present.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you, like, that's the hard part, getting people together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the hard part, because everybody got a life. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a life. And once you understand that everybody got a life, that's when it go up. Because you know what I'm saying? It's understandable. But man, come on, just keep it moving. Because we definitely lit. You hear me? Question number 3. What belief y'all have to make y'all level up?
What belief?
Yeah.
What's the belief, Tyre?
You already know he was gonna call you. You already know.
Let them answer first.
All right.
I'll go first then. I'll go first.
Yeah.
One of the beliefs, and no matter how this sounds, I am one of the nicest podcasters you've ever heard, ever going to see in your life. Me individually, I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that. You can find another fat, freckled brother, and he's not as good, as not as nice. And it's not saying he's not nice. I'm just saying I am that nice.
You heard me.
I am that nice, right?
Let's get it.
And then I'm blessed to be surrounded by other people who are just as good in different ways.
Yeah.
With that much talent, it's like that year where KD was with the Warriors. It's like the dream team. You don't have us losing. Once you see that much talent all in one place, it's
not
for anybody else who wants to compete.
Yeah.
And we know it. It's not even on no arrogance or nothing. We know once we all get in a room,
it's over.
Want to make it again? If anybody want to make it about competing, because we don't compete, we complete. You know what I'm saying? We're not going out here trying to compete with y'all. We're going out here trying to complete a mission.
Whoa!
There we go.
Like transform Voltron. We trying to make Voltron bigger and better every time we step out. So, cuz y'all part of Voltron now. You heard me?
Yeah.
Different podcasts that we done. We are this universal Voltron of podcasting, where people have negative views of podcasting, especially Black podcasters, and we're destroying those views every time. We're destroying those preconceived notions every time because of the content and the quality.
The quality
we bring out. You heard
me?
So, like I said, knowing how nice I am and then being surrounded by other people who are just as fire, we can't lose, because on my worst days, somebody else is going to be able to carry my load. Whatever day I don't quite have it, whatever outing I'm not quite shining, I don't have to worry that the product is not going to be good once I get with everybody else, because somebody else is going to take my weight, get me over the hump. Every time.
You go. Yeah.
Every time. Never even a concern. Like I said, if anything, the only concern be about if we could all get there at the same time and be physically present. But in
That's
terms
it.
of the firepower we have, I'm telling you, 90, 93 Bulls, 96 Bulls, whatever team that you saw was too stacked for you to bet against, that's Podcast Link Philly. That's Podcast Link. Like how you say, even linking with y'all, and y'all not even from Philly. That's how fire we are. That we made the link with Fire Podcast. It's not even in the city.
You hear me?
And I already know we that good. And I already know we link with people that good. How do you lose, bro?
Yeah, man. Like,
no, for real. Let's get it. You hear me?
I don't know. If we
You hear me?
after that.
You hear me?
Only thing I was going to do was bring the immaturity to it and whatnot and say pause. Say carry my food is crazy.
No, man, listen.
No, for real. No, for real.
It gets you on that.
I love it. I love the motivation.
The only difference between us and everybody else is visibility. Once people start seeing us all the time, it's no question. And some people do see us because they take what we say, but that's a whole nother story.
Right.
It does happen. It does happen.
Right.
Tell them.
We definitely trendsetters, even if people pretend that they ain't looking at what we're doing. We know this. You know what I'm saying? And the only difference is visibility. That's why this year, you know, my focus is increasing the visibility of everybody. There's way too much talent on this team. But like you said, if nobody see it or nobody hear it, what does it matter? You know what I mean? And you know, I got a mission to end the gender wars. That's my mission. I got a shirt. Black men versus black women equals draw. Because it's done. You know what I mean? Both sides just need to say, I heard you, you heard me. Let's move on. But people don't do that. They want to say, no, you heard me. No, you heard me. No, you heard me. No, you heard me. They want to do that all day long. And they will use any example to do it and say the most outlandish things possible. So I do not do that. You know what I'm saying? I do not do that. And, you know, the men and ladies got a podcast, Main Character Energy. Y'all not going to see that either. That's what we all have in common. We're not male bashers. We're not pick-me's, but we're not male bashers either. We keep it real. You know what I mean?
Big fact. Big fact.
We hold both men and women accountable. You know what I'm saying?
What? You hear me? Everybody accountable.
And ourselves. That part.
Good. Yeah, as you should. Seriously.
No, for real. Are you Mr. Know-It-All?
Yeah, man. I kind of put it all together and whatnot. So, you know, he's able, and that's kind of anybody that can match my my aggression with the arrogance part of it is you know what I'm saying? Like, because honestly, I have a show called the Mr. Know-It-All Podcast.
Yeah,
like, there's not a thing about me that's not superbly confident. So you know what I mean? It's one of those things where the only thing that I feel like that I fight against is father time. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I just want everybody's beautiful brain to continue to thrive, to learn, to grow, and all that. Like, that's kind of to learn. That's it, man. Like for real, I think everybody stands on their own. Everybody has their own main character energy. Everybody kind of moves, you know, in the way that they're supposed to move. And it's just about getting to the right plateau. But I believe I have all confidence in the world that we will. You know what I mean?
That's right.
And I love it. I love it. I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's the energy. That's the only thing it is. It's the energy.
Yeah, that's all
right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the energy, man. And it's always good to keep good energy like that, bro.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? You got to keep that energy because that's how you figure a person out for real. Energy.
That's right.
Energy. You can walk right past that person and know that person whole life from the energy. And that's fact. And that's fact. Let's move on to the next question, y'all.
Young Bucks call it aura.
Who? What they call it?
Yeah, the youngins call it aura.
Oh,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's aura.
Yeah, but they call them down here too. The same thing, bro.
See?
The same thing.
Universal.
Fourth question, man. How do y'all know when y'all have a good episode?
Oh, let me answer. So, all right. First and foremost, you know what I mean? I'm a major in the studio type guy, whatnot. But I have whenever I have enough material that I can say I can cut it down to more than one show,
Uh-huh.
I know for a fact that I have a good episode.
Okay.
Instead of it needing to be a complete thing, I can have one episode carry into another. So,
Okay.
like if you've seen the podcast before, sometimes we'll go on for 2 hours. So we do a 2-hour joint, and I didn't want it. Sometimes, my producer says that I can't, my show can't be that long, and I said,
No.
She said she don't want it to be that long. So I'm like, all right, well,
Right.
sometimes we got to chop them up, but
Right.
like I go off of like laugh ratio. Like I literally go off of laugh and ratio, and if I have to split a show in half, am I as entertained by one half as I am the other?
Yeah.
And I make the executive decision based upon that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then sometimes it's just parts that's too good to leave for a second show.
Like the one that's premiering at 9:30 tonight.
An episode that premiered at 9:30.
That is a good one
on YouTube.
that I am on.
Yep, that's a good one, right?
Yeah.
There's portions of that episode that are like hilarious, even like hilarious to me. And
Okay.
Yeah, because they want to laugh at me all the time, Randall. Want to laugh at me when I was trying to be serious. And he wanted to laugh at me. They was cracking up. And I was dead serious. I thought what I said.
Yeah, she said something and she was dead ass serious.
I mean, you gonna watch it. People might see it after the fact.
Hey, listen, no, for real. Hey, listen, I be saying, go ahead.
In order to lose weight, you have to lose the weight of your mind.
You can't stop saying it out loud. You can't say that.
Are you laughing too? Why is that funny? It's the truth.
Hey,
you gotta lose weight mentally first in order to lose weight. Because that's usually the two going together.
I mean, yeah. Yeah, but look though, every time I watch y'all episodes, y'all two always going at it.
In real life too.
No, for real. But that's the energy. That's what I'm saying. Energy.
Also.
Energy. You gotta have that energy.
As well. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You already went, so it's on you, Ty.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know when y'all have a good episode?
When we have a good episode, so it would be the Mr. Know-It-All podcast. I know we have a good episode when I'm entertained.
Right.
When I'm not on there. When it's an episode that I'm not on and I'm still entertained, then it was a good episode. Yeah. It's always a good episode when I'm on there.
I knew she was going to do that.
Hey, listen, I was waiting, bro. I was like, what you going to say? That you go right there.
I mean, every episode is a good episode, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because, yours truly is behind the scenes.
I think Ty has been on, me and Ty have worked together now for, we just
almost
did
3 years.
220. And I think episode 220, I think Ty came on the scene in episode 140, what?
Like, because I've heard enough of you. No. Episode 1,
was it?
It was like episode 143, 44, something like that.
Right. So over almost 80 episodes now.
Yeah.
So
that's what's up.
It's a lot of content, right? It's a lot of work.
Yep.
And he's probably been on, what are you thinking, like 20?
I think the last time I counted was like 19.
19, probably like 20, 21 now. And
that's a lot.
Those are all her favorite episodes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I like the Bridging the Gap one.
Okay.
That was excellent. That was
one.
Watching, saying, y'all did that. Y'all carried out my vision the way I thought y'all would, based on who was coming on. I like every episode. Some I like more than others. That's all. They all are good.
That was a good show, though. That was a good show when Cousin came on. That definitely was a good show.
That's one of my favorites. Is when Bridging the Gap was on there. Another favorite is when who was that? I mean, the KDL one was good too because it was different. Down the rabbit hole. a totally different subject matter that you normally would see on podcasts about, truth seeking versus conspiracy theories. Like, you know what I mean? And what I learned from doing this is, and this is going to be me bragging for one time in 2026. I can do a show about anything. All I have to do what it is and study that person and what, what they want and what they into.
Right.
And I can put the show together. All somebody got to do is give me a word, like this is the topic for the week. And I got the questions. It's you know what I mean? So watching that being carried out by people brings me joy.
Right. Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
She's a cheat code. Because and she knows it. So the biggest thing is to have her on there because essentially she behind and in front of the camera at certain points. So having her there is kind of, it's like having a quarterback as your head coach. So somebody that can play the game, but also knows how to look at it from the other side as well. So it's a cheat code. There's a lot of
that's powerful.
Yeah, and there's a lot of producers out here that really don't really know what it's like, to be talented as well. So it's a little bit different. So, yeah, she that's kind of why we kind of drag her front stage or whatnot to let everybody know what's going on because
both of them.
Yeah, she could
both of them.
Yeah, she could be in front of the stage or she could be behind the scenes. It's like I said, it's a cheat code. So
now I wasn't trying to hear it either. He said nope.
But now
you're coming back. You're coming back, Ty. I'm like,
no, for real. But you know what make a good team? When everybody know everything.
Yeah.
When everybody know everything, that's unstoppable.
Right.
Now what I don't know is I don't know the cameras and the sound. That's the whiz right there.
Nuh-uh. You need to learn that. I'm gonna tell you why you need to learn that, because guess what? Let's say something come up and they can't get to you, but you still gotta run the show and do the camera. Work ain't hard. You got to learn everything. That will make a team. Got to learn everything. You feel me? You gotta learn everything, sir.
I ain't gonna hear the end of this now. Thanks a lot.
You hear what he said?
You ain't got to worry about it now, Mr. Know-It-All. I got her. Don't worry about it.
I appreciate you, brother.
I got it.
This is an ongoing.
I got a lot to do. Y'all don't understand. I can't take on nothing else. I got a lot to do. Everybody alive.
Hey, love for real.
Put this show together. Trying to run the main character energy page. Trying to finish my book. Trying to run my t-shirt line and still go to work and still make my appointments. It's a lot.
Did you die?
But don't you know? Hey, listen.
Hey, you want to add cameraman to my resume?
Hey, listen. Don't you know how you take care of all that? Schedule it. Let's get it. You hear me? As long as you schedule it, you can do all that.
I do
all that. Okay then. All right, bro. It's on you. What was the question was, how do you know when y'all had a good show?
Because I was on it. It's like no. Because I do be critical of the episodes sometimes. Like there's been stuff where I before I was doing all the live episodes. There's episodes that never made its way to the to the light of day because I was so critical about how it went. But
there wasn't nothing wrong with it.
No,
because there was one episode he did that too. And then I went back to look for it. I'm like, well, what happened to the episode? He like, I deleted. Deleted for what? There's nothing wrong with it. I went back to finish watching it because I had to get off like the last 15 minutes, and it's going.
It's a good episode.
It was some audio stuff that didn't play back well. So and it kept happening throughout the episode. So even though the content was fire, the audio wasn't, and that hurt.
I understand that. Okay.
Yeah, yes, it do.
Yeah.
I found that out early on that I lost some subscribers because it was like, I'm not sitting through this bull.
Nah, hey, listen, it do.
But a way I say that I know that an episode was good is how much fun I had making the episode.
Mm-hmm.
I try, because of course that's part of what keeps you coming back, right? Is that you enjoy making the content. But like the episodes where at some point during the episode I'm in tears.
Oh, when I almost died. Great episode.
Oh my God.
What?
Relax, chill.
Yeah, that's lit. That's lit.
Because I definitely almost died and keep facing.
He stepped off camera and proceeded. I don't know what was going on, but it was bad. He was over in the corner struggling. I'm like, he came back. I'm good. I'm like, what?
I laughed so hard I caught a side cramp. I laughed so hard.
What was that episode 190?
I even remember the point of the conversation it was. When Mr. Know-It-All was talking about wedding gifts he got.
Yeah. 12 people signed one card.
Yeah, 12 people signed one card.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That's man,
12 people signed one card.
Put money in it.
Listen, I had 100
money in it.
I had 150 people at my wedding and got $1,500 in gifts. It was people sitting in the car and whatnot with a $20 bill in there.
Hey, bro, that's so sad, ain't it, cuz?
Sad, John, man, and not like honestly, it wasn't fair at all.
Right, y'all.
I didn't appreciate that shit at all. Like it was bad. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real.
Like for real.
I just laughed because like, it was wrong, but just the audacity of 12 people, together. Know y'all signed that card with that little bit of money in it.
Man, that's sad. That's how people is, though. Yeah. And guess what?
Audacity. Something's just so crazy.
Man, listen. That's what they do. That's what they do. And they gonna text you in the morning and be like, cuz, that was fun yesterday.
Man, that's crazy.
We was lit, cuz.
I was drunk as hell.
Right? Not for real.
Like, no, like
wait. Post pictures talking about wedding vibes.
Well, I know. Niggas ran
what I say on that episode? Hey, come see me. Come see me, man.
Yeah,
no, for real.
Hands and feet got to be growing.
That's a fair one. But it's almost like, it was almost like everybody in the car that they rode with it, whatnot, was like, oh yeah, do me a favor, put my name on that too.
Shut up, Mo.
they probably did it at the table.
No, for real. That is
at the reception, okay?
That is shit.
America when they passed donation.
At the reception, but
that's crazy.
Definitely. I because also I feel like that genuine laughter and that genuine joy, it comes across. Other people share. People will sit there and tell me, "Yo, you was dying, bro," or you know what I mean, I was laughing at y'all laughing.
Right.
That kind of joy is absolutely contagious. So between those episodes or the episodes that I know I filled the purpose that I came in for, because certain episodes are going to be, controversial. People, I know it's not going to get a bunch of views because people don't want to talk about the topic.
Right.
But once I came and I said what I had to say, and I know I went up and down and explained everything thoroughly, I know that was a good episode. Can't nobody tell me different. The numbers can't even convince me different.
Right. But sometimes it don't even be about the numbers.
Nah.
It be about the conversation.
That's right.
There you go.
It be about the conversation. Numbers will come later, but the conversation gonna go on right now, especially when it's real. Yeah. Like it ain't no faking, it's real. Now that's a good conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's definitely a good conversation. Let's move on.
Always, number one. Content is always number one. Like I said, a lot of people out here. There's no shade to anybody, but they get millions of views. But the content, I'm like, what are y'all even talking about?
Yeah, that part.
So day, I mean, if I get 1 million views one day, I wanted to come from something I said of substance, even if it was funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dumbing myself down, or any of us dumbing ourselves down. Like, yeah, we have fun. You know what I mean? We talk trash, but we don't ever
All
dumb
that.
ourselves down. That's just us showing our
All
vibe.
that. Mm-hmm.
Talk politics, and we can turn around and talk about mental health. And I think that's what makes this group so amazing, is everybody has the ability to talk about anything.
Facts.
Included. And it's girls in this group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? We have the ability to talk about anything. You can send any one of us on any kind of platform, and somebody is going to be able to do that show.
That's
gonna be lit.
Everything from cheesesteaks to photo buckets.
Not too much on the photo bucket. Not too much.
No, for real. No, for real, right? All right, y'all, let's move on. No, for real. All right. Question number 5.
Yes.
How do y'all know how to start a good conversation with not saying anything to each other?
What you mean?
You know how the movements or
no, we got the look now. That's
what it is.
Yeah, we've been all around each other.
Yes,
we give each other looks. Yeah, it's a look.
See?
Like, and then what happens is that somebody will look up and have an expression on their face. We don't even have to ask what. You know,
right.
We be like just we move with inside jokes. That whole photo bucket thing I just said was an inside joke. Yeah. So just like when we, that's why we laugh at each other, because it's always
Nipsey Blue.
Yeah, we are walking. we're walking content when it comes to some of the stuff, because we've done enough with each other where we can say,
yeah,
all right, you know what I'm saying? When something comes up, it's like key phrases, it's catchphrases, it's trigger words, it's automatic. Like these things kind of kick in there. Like we'll say something sometime and be like, all right, shut up, don't talk about that because you already know what that do. You know what I mean? Or you know what I mean, something along them lines. So it just makes it easy. You know, once we get together to kind of, you know what I mean, know exactly what it was.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that's all about the chemistry and, you know what I mean, just, you know, talking to each other. We got a group chat. We send topics to discuss amongst each other for everybody to, you know, give their point of view on it. So that's also how we stay fresh, because we're always potting, even when we're not potting. And I say, you know, that's the difference between a lot of people. Most of we eat, sleep, and pot. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I could be doing something. I'm like, dang, that's a good conversation for the pot.
Facts. No, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're right, because we have our, like, you know what I mean, it might not be every day, it might not be every week, but at some point during the month we're gonna have like what is akin to a sparring session for real. And it, you know, it's not even like intentionally competitive, but it just ends up going away. Like even if we all agree on the topic, somebody's gonna bring up something that the other person didn't say, some facet that everybody else didn't see.
Right.
And it's like, I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Even if I don't agree, I see where you're coming from.
That too. Even when we disagree staunchly on things, it's like, okay.
And that does happen.
Okay. Frequently.
Yes, it is. Because it's that energy. You can't stop that energy when it's gone. Huh?
Always respectfully.
Yeah.
Always.
I gotta add that in, because you know the gender wars is real. Ain't no gender wars here.
Right.
Nah, for real, tell you the truth, you know, when everybody grown, you ain't gotta add that in. It's already added in when y'all hooked up.
It should be, brother. But I've seen it go. I've seen it go crazy. Even I think all of us have had experiences with other podcasters where we see things don't quite go that way.
Fact.
We've linked with other podcasters and we see that they don't have that. So we kind of like, all right, y'all have fun over there though. No, for real. Love and joy.
Sounds good, but I'm good.
Yeah, right. But for sure, definitely the group chat definitely helps keep us sharp.
Yes, it do.
You know, our own private conversations, whether because them two, the brother and sister of the group, for sure. Them two are the brother and sister of the group. Every time somebody try to be like, oh, they seem like it's something romantic. I'm like, no, you haven't listened to them. Listen to them
like honestly,
for 5 minutes.
Oh my gosh.
You already realize it is big sister, little brother. Exactly that.
All right.
Big sister, little brother energy. And it permeates throughout the group. Their relationship, the other relationships, the sisters of the group, you know what I'm saying? Homies of the group, the road dogs of the group. All
You hear me?
Stuff. And
Oh, for real.
that's why, like he said, no words need to be spoken. No words need to be spoken. All you gotta do is look at another member of podcast, Link Philly direction, and we already know what time we on.
Right.
And we lit, bitch.
Drop the mic down. Any show we have.
All right.
Or say something.
Now this question right here, this joint might bring tears out right here. Real talk.
You
ready?
It's already gonna rain.
Number 6. How y'all know when? Hold up. How y'all know when your partner not having a good day on the podcast?
Damn.
My fault, y'all. I was laughing.
I don't know. See, that's a tough question because in the words of Tina Turner, when I'm on stage, everything is all right.
Yeah.
So it's like once I get behind the mic, most of the time, nothing that was going on even matters in that moment. And if I really couldn't pull it together, which I have had, times like that, I'm going to decline. I can't. You know what I mean? If I can't pull it together to do a show, no, it's not going to happen.
And then we kind of also know that like if there's something, I mean, we work some things out. You know what I mean? We'll talk before or after or whatnot to get to test each other's energy, to kind of see where it is or whatnot, and to see what's what. I'm a little bit more of a like outside of the pod weird energy guy, you know what I'm saying, where I'm just like, all right, sometimes I need to decompress or whatnot because I do a whole lot of talking and shit, like
for real, right?
Always talking. So it'll be Taya.
I understand.
Taya say something like, all right, what's wrong or what's going on, and then of course that's a whole nother podcast because we'll have a 4-hour conversation about some shit. You know what I'm saying? I try to literally decompress a lot before it's time to get on there and, essentially perform. But see me, I'm never alone. I kind of will let Nah kind of, talk to you about his process because I know that his, what I mean, because he's directly face front right at the camera or whatnot, and it's just him in the camera or whatnot. And sometimes, if the guest hasn't come on yet, he's feeding you what he has at that moment. So it might be a little bit different the way his situation comes off, but I think that we all do well at kind of internalizing what we got, and if we're having a bad day, then we're having a bad day. But I don't think it shows too much different than what we have. The best of days. We try to be constant professionals. You know what I mean?
And now he has the type of show. The show was called Life Be Life. Well, life is life in that day. He can absolutely say, hey, y'all, life is life in the day. And, this is my topic or, whatever the case may be. So that's always a good thing. And then, the show I had was Tired Tuesday Thoughts. So if I ain't having a good day, I can absolutely go on there and, because it's just me talking. And I can say, I ain't been having a good week and this is what I learned. And, you know what I mean? Right. So it all depends. But if I go on somebody else's platform, if I can't pull it together because it's just really that bad of a day, I would rather decline than to go sit on that couch and my energy not be right and people see it.
Facts. Go ahead, Nas, on you.
Said about, if anything, like especially if it's podcast Link Philly, if anything, you notice something before we actually start making the content. You know what I'm saying? Something in their demeanor, something in their walk, something in their face, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Don't be laughing.
But you know what I'm saying? You can tell that something is off. Like you always talk about, cuz with the energy, you sense the energy ain't what it usually is. So usually that's what lets somebody know. And of course, nobody is afraid to do check-ins, with somebody where they see their energy off.
Man,
Immediately,
you hear me?
Somebody's going to check on a member of Podcast Link Philly. Hey, before these lights go on, before we get on these mics or in front of these cameras, what's going on? Come talk to me for a bit. Like Hype is famous for.
I was about to say that.
And, doing the pre-checks and stuff like that. If he feel like something ain't right or he feel like something on you don't. But as they both said, for me, like especially with my podcast, whether I have a guest or not, either I can decide to be transparent and let the audience know that something's going on, or those Lakers, when they talk about the year that Kobe tore his Achilles and went to hit the free throws, that's gonna be me.
Facts.
That's gonna be me. Like
Facts.
Everybody else we see tear their Achilles, Jason Tatum just tore his Achilles. He was spinning around like a break dancer on the floor when he tore his Achilles last year. Clay shot his free throws, but you could tell Clay looked like it was bad. Cole, he kind of rubbed it a little bit, got up. No Kyrie had tears in his eyes when he went to go ahead and make his free throws.
Halliburton didn't do that bad when he was
walked off.
His was kind of partially tore before the game even started. But
he ain't shoot no free throws on the way out though. That's the part.
He definitely did. He
definitely shooting the free throws. And you hurt. Yeah.
Like Cole got up from tearing his Achilles, made his free throws with the same clear face he went to the line with every time, and walked off the floor.
Buckets.
And that's usually how I'm going to carry it, whether it's on my show. If I decide, like I said, if I decide not to be vulnerable about it or transparent about it, that's what it's going to be. Because some episodes don't call for that. Some of the topics don't call for that, and I could always go back and either do a quick little 5-minute thing or save it for another episode. But especially when like Ty said, when it's somebody else's. Now, if it's one of them or if it's somebody new, I tend not to decline. I tend not to decline. Right. So if it's new, I'm probably just gonna go ahead and, like I said, I'm gonna Kobe my way through it. Mamba mentality. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna get it done. And if anything, cry in the car on the way home.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But again, I think really it's just when we're Podcast Link Philly and we're doing it. Pause. When we link up to do content together, whether it's digitally or in person, everything is about before everybody else sees us. That's when we notice, what's not quite, and then we do the immediate check-ins. So
yeah.
Absolutely.
I like that. And guess what? It makes sense. That's the only thing I'm saying. It makes sense. It's the last question, y'all. Last question. What advice will you give someone who not feeling unheard?
Who's feeling unheard?
Who's feeling unheard or not unheard? Feeling unheard.
Feeling unheard.
Feeling unheard. Like they working, but nobody hearing them. What's the advice can you give them?
And turn your pod up.
Yep. Find your audience.
Turn your pod up. Find your audience.
Find your audience.
I had a public speaking class years ago, and the first thing they said was, "Know your audience. Who is it that you're trying to speak to? You know what I mean? Who is it that you want to hear this content? Like somebody 20-something years old, most of the time, probably don't want to listen to us. So if that's not my audience, that's not who I'm catering to. And I'm not mad when they're not tuning in because this content is not for them. So that's the thing. There's a lane for everything. You know what I mean? Like somebody that don't like sports not gonna watch a sports podcast. So a sports podcast probably shouldn't be trying to cater to people who aren't sports fans, because you want people to tune in and be engaged and entertained and learn and all of that. So I think that's very important, is to know who you're catering to. You know what I mean? Yep. Everything is not for everybody. You got to increase your visibility for your audience to even see you. You know what I mean? You got to try to get in the algorithm. You know what I mean? The algorithm is weird. I'm not going to say the algorithm is not weird. I've been trying to figure it out for the past couple of years. Sometimes it gets a lot of views. Sometimes it don't. You know what I mean? Right. I know that, I was telling the team earlier, jumping on things that are trending is how you get in the algorithm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because people are going to go look to see who else did that same trend or who else did that same kind of video. And then when they go and see that, now they might start going down a rabbit hole and looking at the other things you have. Oh, well, all right. Now I want to see what else they said after this. And then that's how you get your subscribers. Like, that's literally how this goes. You know what I'm saying? It's the ability, because you can be, you know what they said on Sister Act 2. There's a lot of people in the corner singing they shoulda, coulda, wouldas.
Right. Man, you hear me?
There we go. Yes.
Right.
And it's also like sometimes like collabing and getting out there and whatnot to kind of touch base with other podcasters, other content creators. It's like and then once you find whatever that audience is or whatnot, you got to kind of move like Ghost said, and I forget what song it was. It's a Wu Gambino, one of them Jones, where your seeds grow. You know what I mean? Marry my seeds. You know what I mean? And they have seeds, and that's how
Gambino's
money. Yeah, that's how we keep Wu-Tang money all up in the family.
Yep.
So right. What you're doing is that you're branching out to people that are like-minded, and then what happens is that my fan base is your fan base now, and your fan base is mine. So essentially, you know what you get, and that's so now it's a whole. It can become a whole conglomerate of people together, and then now you got twice as many ears you had before. I mean, even if it was only 4, now you got 8. Even if it was 8, now you got 16. You know what I'm saying? Essentially, it's just one of those things that, but you got to keep chipping away at it. You know what I mean? You got to keep chipping away at it. And the algorithm plays different types of games too. Like, and that's why we don't want to. We fight in the uphill battle versus the algorithm, but that's the reason why it's important to stay consistent, because you can have a breakout situation. You know, where people are just checking for a specific guest, or they just looking for, you know, they like shit off of what you've done as far as a clip go. Like, you know what I mean? Like certain things that you know what I mean, you look at them like, damn, that's entertaining. That, you know what I mean? I made it, and it make me want to go back and watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, the preview itself is already there for it or whatnot. I got a podcast, shout out to Truth Table joint that's coming out. I think it's coming out tonight too. And it's one of them things where I'm looking at some of the clips that my man shout out to Rashawn and me. I'm like, damn, I forgot I did it. I forgot I said that.
He was on the Mr. Know-It-All show first.
Right.
He also was at PodCon.
And I've actually, and our sons actually played, his stepson and my son played football together when he was.
Oh man.
They both in their 20s now, so it's different. But it's like, you know what I mean? Like those, but that's kind of a thing. So when you now think about that, think about a situation where you know somebody that has a similar interest, right? They're doing their thing, making their own wave or whatnot, right? And then you guys can, like you said, what you say earlier, Transformers, Voltron, form together.
For real.
In a particular manner or whatnot. Say, all right, be cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming to your pod, you'll come to my pod. I'm gonna introduce you to my people, you introduce me to yours. Essentially, what it is that now you have 8 podcasts that I can get you on. I got 3, you got 3 or 4 that you can get me on. And now,
you hear me? That's how I go.
Yeah, that's how we working with it. So it's just, you know what I mean? Feeling unheard is only a feeling. You know what I'm saying? Because if you out there putting yourself out there, the way you feeling, it can change like that once you heard.
Yep, facts.
Yeah, and I understand that feeling, because that was part of the reason why I had retired. Because you know, I started to feel like it was so many people, you know what I mean, doing the same thing that, just being honest, I didn't feel like was better than me, but they were having all the success. You know, they were extremely popular because of whatever they were doing. You know what I mean? Like, I came into radio, just radio. I wasn't a comedian first. I wasn't a rapper first. You know what I mean? I wasn't into these things first. It was just pure, you know what I mean, radio. So it was people that's in other lanes crossing over into this lane and just having all this success. And I felt like Kobe. They pushed me out the gym. It was time to retire. But I never like fully gave it up. I did what he did. You know, he started working out with the WNBA. He started narrating and all that kind of stuff. So that was my mindset. Like, yeah, I can't play ball no more, but it's still in my heart. So I'm still going to do it in some way. And then when I joined up with Mr. Know-It-All, start out to Star, who's also in podcast, Link Philly, who made me join up, come to the podcast, Barcast that she was on with Mr. Know-It-All. She was like, no, you have right. because that's my friend, you know, my day one, and she
Right.
probably was like, she ain't really done with it. I'm about to, you know what I mean, push her, you know, back here. And then I still didn't fully get involved, but I, you know, started being a guest on the show. And then when we formed Podcast Link Philly, I wasn't in the first show. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was fully behind the scenes. They're like, no, you have to be in the show.
And
So, you know, and that's how I got back to podcasting again.
And we also had a conversation because sometimes people need to know exactly what it is that you feel on the inside about what you've done before, because it
Let's
is
get it.
the waters you build up. And I said to Ty, I said, I know the waters you got built up because, you know, essentially you put all this work, you put all this effort into the situation, and the turnout wasn't the way that you wanted it to. But you got like-minded people now. There's a village. There's people here that is going to
support my people. That's right.
Yeah. So yeah, lo and behold, look at who's trying to be Tupac mommy now. Ain't that crazy?
You know, for real.
I've been putting on for the city. I've been on Philly Support Philly. I watch a whole lot of people that are so popular now that years ago were on a platform that I had, because I brought them on there before. Right. I'm not going to name names, but I brought them on there before they became extremely popular. You know what I'm saying? So I've always offered my platform to Philly. Always. I've always had like a rapper that was rapping in the city, and I brought them on and I interviewed them and I played their music, and you know what I mean? A business owner, author. Like that was always a segment I had no matter what platform that I was on. So this is just me, you know what I mean, doing it on a higher scale and having more people to do it with. But this has always been my vision, and I've always carried it out. I've never been a Philly don't support Philly person. I've been standing on that since I ever had a platform, 2009. Always, you know what I mean? And I'm well respected by a lot of people in the city for that reason. They know they was on my platform. You know what I'm saying? Before they became who they are.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, nah.
Chop wood, carry water, man. That's what I'm gonna tell them. Chop wood, carry water. And what that means in short is keep going. Keep talking. Because you know what's the quickest way to be unheard is to go silent. All that feeling unheard, your feelings start getting hurt. You start feeling like you talking into the emptiness of the void and the vacuum. You're not being heard, so you get ready to walk away from it. I've been there. I've been there. But chop wood and carry water, man. I had episodes where it was 3 episodes in, zero view. Like the first episode, okay, 50. Next 3 episodes, 0. Then you go back for a little bit and you see 1. And what you got to realize is stay away from comparison, because comparison is the thief of joy.
Yes, it is.
If you're feeling unheard, you can't compare yourself to nobody else.
You can't.
What you've done, what you said in terms of finding your audience. I mean, what Ty said to finding your audience, what you did, what Keith said, like collabing and all those kind of things. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Continue to chop wood and carry water, because you see the 1 view, you see the 2 views, you see the 3 views, you see the 5 views. Even if you are consistently in single digit views, you're being heard by other people than you. How dare we look at those 1, 2, 5 people and say we're not being heard? 5 people heard you. 3 people.
No, for real, fact.
Who tuned in that night? First and foremost, if you're not going back to it, because this is a game that I agree with that Hype also mentioned back in his Hype seminar days. If you're not going back to watch your own podcast, you're not that.
It's a problem. It's a problem.
Those 0 views because you should be going back to watch your own.
Whoa, that's
you got to
not for real.
Outside of your own view, outside of you going back to watch your own podcast.
I do that all the time.
Oh, absolutely. I go down the rabbit hole all the time.
Any plus whatever you, whatever is plus you watching it, that person heard you. And they spread something from your podcast to somebody else, whether it was criticism of your episode. That fat freckle nigga said that.
It was still hitting.
Praise. Oh my God, I can't believe he said that. You know, whether it's like you said, the conversation that carries. Yo, I was just saying that the other day, and homeboy said what I been trying to tell people.
Yeah.
Now I got an easier way to say it because I haven't been able to convince people. And I heard somebody else say, "Man, in fact, I'm gonna clip this joint."
Yeah.
Same
Clip
thing
it up.
with me and Hype. I heard one of his episodes. That's actually how me and him linked up. I heard one of his episodes where he said something about a topic that I've been trying to express to women. He said it. I put it in my story. It got back to him. He said, "Next time at me." We've been clicked up ever since. That alone, that's how it goes. If he stopped because of whatever reason he stopped, I don't ever get to hear that clip. I don't ever get to find out international Hype. Same thing for other people with Life Be Life. If when I was upset because I wasn't getting views, or people who started after me, number wise lapped me or popularity wise lapped me, and I'm like, well, all right, I'm talking and nobody really hearing. It's only in the single digits. Let me put the fries in the bag, man. You know what I'm saying? Then that's how you guarantee yourself to be unheard. Shot, carry water. Keep getting those shots up.
Like that.
Going. Keep going. That's the only way you're gonna be heard is if you keep talking.
But that's like you talking in real life, and five people listened to what you said, or 5 people heard you, you wouldn't feel unheard. So you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
And not only that,
but if you don't know the 5 people heard you, then you feel unheard, right? Because that's the problem is that they look at those I ain't even gonna say I looked at those single digit views as well, ain't that many people hearing. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, like you just saying, Ty, it's 5 people.
Yeah, that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people.
All 5. But listen, so you can have 2,000 views, right? And what if only 10 people actually watch the episode?
It's all right
because you're only judging by the amount of views that you have. Views doesn't mean people watch the whole episode. It could have been people 1,000 that watched the whole episode.
So also though, we got to remember though too that these devices aren't just exclusive to one view equals one person. Yes, like you got to remember that the thing about broadcasting is that's exactly what it does. It broadcasts. I have people that I know that turn the podcast on at their job. It's coming from one device, but everybody can hear it. Yeah. So it could be 15, 16, 17, 20, 50 people in a room listening to the same broadcast from the same device. It's kind of like when you throw what's called and you're playing from a playlist. So you don't really know what you're, who hears what. You're only going off of what you believe that what the algorithm is telling you, like, all right, cool, this listen goes for this person. But how do you know that 15 people didn't hear it at the same time? That's kind of a thing that we gotta, start looking at it.
Think about,
yeah. I've heard plenty of things and it wasn't from my phone. I've watched plenty of things at other people's places, and it wasn't from my phone. It wasn't from we sit down. If there's a podcast on, like a lot of times, that's how we get on to a lot of things is that we see and listen to things in other places. Like, you know what I mean? It's just as simple as that. Like a lot of these, like just looking at, I went to the Tonight's Conversations thing, and a live, and to me, I had a ball. Like it wasn't the best setup situation in the world for people that got there late. That's a whole nother topic. But what I will say is that the structure of everything was on par and on point. And they moved 4,000 tickets inside of the PA Convention Center. And at the end of the day, I know for a fact that maybe 80% of those people didn't even have the app. They don't have the app to listen to these people on a regular basis. So basically, you're not paying $7.99 a month for the app, but you heard about them on Instagram. You thought it would be a good idea when you see their videos on Instagram and you see that it's entertaining. You thought it would be a good idea to come, so you gave them $100 for your ticket.
Yeah,
and then you
we do our show, same thing, right?
Yeah, it's just a thing, man. This is we live in a cynical world, but we also live in a world of all types of opportunities. So essentially. You know what I mean? Yeah, here I just don't, anybody that's not feeling heard after a while, it becomes an excuse rather than a reason.
Oh, man. And let's get it. Listen, y'all.
Chop wood, carry water, man.
Listen, y'all. Listen, that was real talk. They really need to hear that because it's a lot of people that go through that. But like I say, you got to keep pushing. It's not about the views no more. It's about how much you got to talk about that makes sense.
Right.
That's what it's about.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So listen, y'all. We definitely went over our time, but don't worry about it, right? So every time at the end of the show, I always give my YouTube family something positive, man, to lay their head down, man. You know what I'm saying? A positive talk. Who want to go first?
Who go first?
We're in the midst of the season of seasonal depression, which a lot of people suffer from around this time. Just the fact that it gets dark earlier, and it's a real thing. I've definitely experienced it. And I just want to tell anybody that's going through that, the sunlight is coming in a couple of months. We're gonna make it through. Keep pushing.
Right.
But in the meantime, the one thing I'm telling everybody this year is tap into the positive side of your inner child. Whatever that looks like. It could be cartoons, it could be a coloring book, it could be puzzles, you know what I mean? It could be comic books, it could be anything. Whatever that positive side of you as a child that you need to tap into, that's what you tap into, because the more your positive side shows up, the less time you have for the negative side, and the less time you have to be, focusing on, anything that's not positive. I mean, we're all adults. We all going to do whatever we have to do. We always going to handle our business, but take the time, even if it's for a half hour, to do something that taps into the positive side of your inner child.
And we lit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ball up top. Whatever's going on, ball up top. I know we in January. Some people's New Year resolution already done failed. Ball up top. Start back. Whatever it was. Don't, because it didn't go well. Okay, that don't mean you have to quit it for the rest of 2026. We are early in the game.
Yes, we
Even
is.
if it's late in the year at some point. Ball up top. Somebody stole your girl. Ball up top. Got fired from your job. Ball up top. Whatever it is, as long as you've been given another day above ground, ball up top.
You winning.
Play again. You do not get to win if you stop playing. Ball up top.
Yeah.
Facts. So you Mr. Know-It-All?
I say that there's two F words that you should always live by, and that's or at least practice on a regular basis, and that's your faith and recognize faith. And faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So if you believe, then continue to believe, because at the end of the day, it's already intangible. You know what I'm saying? So just keep continuing to believe that you're going to make it happen, and just don't let it lie, though. Faith without work. So you got to work for it, right? Also, whatever you feel is predetermined, preordained, pre-made out for your life, there is no fate but what we make. That's a Terminator. That's a Terminator 2 line. You know what I'm saying? There is no fate but what we make. And you can believe in that God has your best interest at heart and all of that. And it's understood. And I get it.
I get it.
But if you're not doing shit about it, you can have all the belief in everything that you want to. It ain't gonna nothing move. It ain't nothing gonna move. You gotta take a step towards something. There is no fate but what we make. So therefore, if this is your destination, if your destiny is to be something, you got to start stepping towards it. Start stepping towards the purpose. And a lot of times what happens is that people get stuck in a loop. They're so stagnant. They're so in their own way because they feel as if that either one or two things is going to come to them if it's for them, or that they've done enough.
Let's get it.
I mean, and if you feel like you've done enough, then you still got more to do.
Let's get it.
See, this is why we us.
I like that.
That's off the top.
I like that.
Pause.
I like that. I like that. So listen, man, my positive message is, man, to the YouTube family and everybody that's watching the show, work hard. Don't never, ever give up on your dream. And we lit. Thank y'all for tapping in the Yocuzpodcast. Huh?
We didn't say what we doing tomorrow.
That's a surprise. Why are you even talking about that?
Oh, my bad.
You feel me? God, you can't listen. You can't give them everything. They already see it on social media.
Bro, quarterback his program, man.
Yeah, you feel me? I got this.
Hey, no Spygate, no Spygate. My bad.
Flip the playbook over. Flip the playbook over.
You hear me? But listen, man.
Enemy is here.
Thank y'all for coming on the show, man. I really appreciate this. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. We lit.
You already
Go.
know.
You already know.